Good morning. This is Ronnie Cole with RonColeHomes.com. I'm your local Atlanta real estate agent, and I'm here to bring you tips and tricks in order to help you navigate your local real estate markets, whether you're in the Atlanta area or you're somewhere abroad. So, two things I want to talk about today, and one of them is going to have to start with what makes real estate agents angry. You see that little smoke coming out? It's what makes real estate agents angry. So, first thing is this is what a lot of people do, what a lot of buyers do, and they don't necessarily do it on purpose, but they'll work with one real estate agent for, a month and then decide, okay, I want to go and work with another real estate agent. You can't do that necessarily. Well, you can, but agents really hate it because you'll work with one person and then you try to go and find another person. And it just muddies the waters. And we, as realtors, want to make sure that we are kind of on an up and up amongst each other. So what has been done to try to alleviate that process is what we call a buyer brokerage agreement. And that's really what I want to talk to you today about. It's the buyer brokerage agreement. And basically, it's just a document that allows a buyer and a realtor or real estate agent to spell out in a document up front what their duties are to each other. And you as a buyer, it's important for you to have this because it lets you know, okay, what you should expect from your realtor, as well as what you should know, anything in regards to commissions, how that may be handled, the relationship between your agents and you, or your agents and other agents, as well as a couple of other things. So it's a lengthy document. It's not extremely long, but the document may be a couple different pages, just kind of going over some specific things that you and your realtors or real estate agents should cover and be upfront about. And this is usually a document that you sign immediately when you first start working with an agent. So let's say you find an agent that you don't know and you call me like, hey, Ronnie, I want to buy a home and I'm ready to start looking right now. I have my pre-approval letter. And for those of you who do not, I have made a video on pre-approval letter. So go and check that out to find out more about having a pre-approval letter. But you say, Ronnie, we have our pre-approval and we're ready to go out and start our home search. Oh, I'm the agent. I'm like, great, sure, perfect, fantastic. I'm ready to start the search with you. Want you to get out there so we can help you find the home of your dreams. First thing I'm going to ask you is, are you already working with a real estate agent? And I've had this go both ways. I've had someone say, yes, I have, but I think I want to work with you, Ronnie, because I like the way you handle things. I like the way you do business. And then I'm going to say, okay, my next question will be, well, have you signed a buyer brokerage agreement with that other agent? And they'll say, yeah, Ronnie, I have, but, I really want to work with you. We can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that because once you have an agreement with agreement with another agent that you're working with them, usually that agreement is for an extended period of time. So that's a no-no. We can't do that. That is definitely a huge no-no. And really why it's a no-no is because it's just like if you sign a contract to, host an event or, be with a phone company. And you're saying, hey, I'm going to be with you for a year. Well, guess what? They're not going to let you out of that contract. If you do, they're going to charge you a penalty, $250 usually. I know I'm with one carrier, and that's what they tell me. If you want to get out of your contract, you got to pay $250. It's like that for cable. If you buy cable, some people make you sign contracts nowadays. But it's similar in the real estate industry, where agents want to know that they have an agreement with you so that they can provide you the highest, best service. And really, it's just a great tool for you is because it allows the agents to give you the highest and best service. And I'll go over a couple of points of why the buyer brokerage agreement is so important and what it has in it. So the caveat to that is, secondly, I had someone and they'll say, no, I don't have a buyer brokerage agreement and I'm not working with an agent. I'll say, great. Well, let's meet at specific time, meet at my office, and we can come in, talk, meet each other, and actually go over the buyer brokerage agreement so we can get this ball rolling and get you in a home that'll be perfect for you and your family. So we meet and we go over the buyer brokerage agreement, and basically I'm just kind of going to go over a couple of points of this agreement so that you know exactly kind of like some ins and outs. But basically it just spells out how long you're going to be working with each other. Most buyer brokerage agreements last about 6 months. You have some people that'll do it for 3 months, but there's just no guarantee that you'll find a home within 3 months. And it just kind of spells out the relationship between the buyer and the realtor, and just kind of says what the realtor's duty is to you. And basically that's in helping you to find a home, helping you maybe in negotiating the price, and helping you to fill out any pre-printed contracts or purchase and sale agreements, and just staying within the law in your particular state. As far as real estate, and also lets you know how commissions work, so that way your realtor can explain to you commissions, as well as lets you know, kind of goes over, the periods of commissions and how long the agreement will last. It'll go over, what will happen if there are fraudulent activities that are discovered throughout the process. And basically it just says that, a lot of the times your realtor is going to give you all the information that they know of. If the realtor doesn't know some information, then, they can't really do anything. And there are a lot of different other points in this agreement. One really huge one is just agency, and just kind of letting buyers know that, we're your agent. At least in my brokerage, I'm with Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage, and we don't allow dual agency unless there's been specific, written, you've gotten the okay from our broker to say, hey, we can represent both the buyer and the seller. Usually that's kind of, not how things is frowned upon. It happens, but both parties have to be aware. And usually at that point, the agent is just performing ministerial duties, just to make sure that, he's not, because he really can inform the buyer, okay, you should ask for this price. And then you can inform the seller, okay, you should sell for this price, because then you're a conflict if you're, representing both people. So that's dual, kind of like a short, brief, not too in-depth, but overview of dual agency. But basically your buyer is going to act as your designated agent, and it's just going to help you in your real estate transactions. And that's saying that you're their agent, and then whoever's the other person's agent, the seller's agent, you guys are work together to come to agreements in order to help the buyer purchase a home. It even also talks about, your duties as a buyer to your real estate agent. Just saying that you'll respond to communications. You'd be surprised how many people don't respond to communication. Giving your real estate agent that you're working with, your realtor, complete and accurate information. Some people don't even want to give all the right information. And going into a few more points in regards to, just what your duties are. And there are a couple of other things here, in regards to escrow, how that'll be handled, in regards to, how the purchase and sale of your home, and asking if you've received some other documents as well, and letting if you're the broker or the realtor company you're working with is, affiliated with any other potential companies that you might be working with throughout the process. So it goes over a number of different documents. Again, I'm not an attorney, but I just kind of wanted to take some time to say, hey, this is a document that if you're working with a good realtor, they're going to ask you to sign that, because this kind of says, hey, I'm your realtor, and, I'm not asking you to work with anyone else. You can't really work with anyone else until our agreement is done. And just kind of puts a contract in place to make sure that we're both honest with each other and make sure we have that relationship established from the beginning. So I hope this hasn't been too lengthy, but I did just kind of want to go into that document. And I'm sure other realtor or real estate agencies, brokers may have different buyer brokerage agreements. So that's why I didn't want to show you an actual copy of an agreement, because we know we have one with Coldwell Banker Residential Brokerage. We have one, but it does vary, and points may vary as you go from real estate agency to real estate agency to real estate agency. So that's why I didn't actually show you one today, because I don't want to show you something and then you go to the next company and it may be, differ just slightly. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of that information. That was a boom, pow, bam. That was a lot, right? But I just kind of want to help give you guys information to help you out in your real estate journeys. Again, follow me at, or actually go to my website. Check me out. I'm at www.roncolehomes.com. And actually, you can go to my website, and then you can check out my Facebook, my Twitter, my LinkedIn if you want to know more about me. I even have a Pinterest page where I talk about, different pictures and homes and decorating and all kind of sorts of stuff. So, and I do also place articles from Realtor, from National Association of Realtors, which will help you as homeowners in your search. And it's a number of different articles ranging, but they're on my website. So I guess I'm babbling now, but I hope you guys have a great day. And I look forward to working with you soon. And I'm Ronnie with RonColeHomes.com. And I wish you all the best in your real estate search.